Hi guys, we're starting today with sales training, and this one isn't as much sales training as it is just kind of trying to have fun with a little bit of a rant. So feel free to turn off and not watch. Thank you, you were pre-warned. This one's going to be a little bit of fun. It's just a little bit of my own prejudices and junk coming out. I have a point. It's going to go somewhere, I think, and we'll see. Feel free to stay around and enjoy the fun of that journey. So to begin with, happy Valentine's Day. That's what today is. By the time you see this, it's irrelevant. But all my love to all of y'all, and I hope you're doing well. And every day is a blessed, loving, happy Valentine's Day. I will even go so far as to say my thanks to my friend Richard Yeager, who is here shooting this, because I want to tell y'all one of the greatest blessings in the world you can have. Everyone should be blessed to have a Yeager, because we have plenty of people. They will line up around the block to tell us what we're doing wrong. It is so easy to find people that tell us where we suck, what we do wrong, what's bad about us, why we're fat, why we're ugly, why we're stupid, why we're dumb, why we're broke, why we're everything. And it so rarely has somebody that always tells us nice things about ourselves. Even someone that is lying, even when you know they're full of shit and they're lying and they tell you something nice about yourself, it is so hard and rare to find someone that is always saying something nice about you. And that is what I think my best thing about, for me, selfishly, relationship with Richard has been all these years, is he always says nice things to people and helps to build them up. And I often worry that if in these, sometimes in trying to help and guide and educate, especially in a bulk thing, I come across too much as beating up. Y'all are good, you are talented, you're blessed, and I'm lucky to know you and to have you. If you weren't, you wouldn't be where you are, you wouldn't be watching this, and you wouldn't be studying. So my sincerest compliments to you all. Now, little bitty rants. Olympics are on. Love the Olympics. Love the Winter Olympics. Don't watch them a lot because there's too much in the middle. Get to the stuff. I mean, good golly, could you imagine trying to watch a college football game if for every play they gave you a play lasts 30 seconds? That means you got to have 8 minutes of backdrop about some player's niece's cousin's squirrel. Golly, is it some boring garbage. But here is my problem. Here is my frustration with the Olympics. When did it cease to be okay to be American? When did we stop being pro-USA? When did we stop cheering for us? My gosh, I'm all for y'all. Y'all go be great. Go be world inclusive. That's neat. As number frickin' 2, dude. As number 3, I don't care. That's super, little buddy. But I'll be damned if I want to give my shit up to say you're number 1. You're going to have to fight me tooth and nail. I want to be in this. Now, if you beat me, dude. Good for you. God bless you. Here's your hug. But we're ashamed. Look at the coverage of this crap. Look at it. It was like we're ashamed to be Americans. My gosh, this is where I just, it made me so. Sweet lady, wonderful newscaster, doing a great job. But you realize, at least the days I watch, the person that's your commentator, that's your leader, that's your head spokesperson for NBC, the company that made all their money off America and still do, and their coverage of the Olympics. We got to hire a Brit. I'm not saying she's not pretty. I'm not saying she's not wonderful. I'm not saying she doesn't have a great voice. I'm not saying she's not doing a good job. At my gosh, people, in Oklahoma City alone, I have 5 female, if you want to stick with female, and I've got 10 at least if you're willing to go male as well, newscasters, extremely skilled, extremely talented, they're every bit as good looking, seriously, would do a better job. This is local TV people. You don't have somebody on the friggin' Today Show you can plug for this job. You don't have somebody in training. I've got college kids. You can't find an American. We are so ashamed of being American that you can't even find a friggin' American to do the news. What's my point? Other than the fact that this stuff makes me sick and I'm sick of being ashamed. I'm proud to be an American. I want to be the best. I want to help you, but here's the deal. You want my help? Ask for it politely and treat us with respect. I do not want to send my people, my money into your country to help. But by the way, we got to be respectful of your things, and we can't wear our cross, and we can't be Christian. No, dude. I'm happy to help, but let's be honest about who's helping who here. If I got to come and kowtow to yours, sit in the mud and starve, baby. That ain't how it works. At least this is my opinion, and here's where I'm going with this. Remember, we have tribes. Remember, you have people. We want to be. One of the mistakes made in advertising, one of the mistakes made in sales is that you can sell everybody. You can't. You won't. And we make a huge mistake in advertising and trying to advertise to everybody. Don't. Define who you are. Be pro-American business. By the way, if you're not, be anti-American business. Be the pro-world order. Be the tree-hugging global warming. If that's who and what you are, let it be known. The more you hear anger and hate from this group, the more you know you're reaching your group. And end of the day, if the world, I'm going to oversimplify, but if the world is split into two, and this group is not your people, and this group is, and you can get these in for a sales presentation, but you got to give up a few of these to do it. Which one are you going to sell? You're hardly ever going to sell this one. I don't care how perfectly they seem to match your setup. But you're going to sell almost every one of these. What's the greatest sales tool in the world? What's the first thing you do if you're going to get common ground? Tough. Tough. You bring in an American-hating Muslim, he and I are going to struggle to find common ground. I'm not going to disrespect the guy. I'm not willing to serve him. I'm willing to love him. I absolutely am. And I've had some great clients that way. But it's not my people. It's a tough market for me to meet and to balance to. We don't have a lot of common ground. We will try to find it, and I'm good enough to find it through finding what our things are in purpose, which usually it's your desire for a product and everything else. But when I'm advertising, by the way, don't advertise hate. Hate is not a tribe. Hate is a psychological flaw. Let them be angry at you. Some of them will still come to you because you're defined in who and what you are. But be you. Know your tribe. Know the people that I'm pro-America. I'm sick acting like we're ashamed. Let it be seen. Let it be known. Are you going to offend some people? Absolutely you're going to. Do you want to? No. You don't set out to offend them. Make it your goal to not if you can. But don't not be you and be known for who and what you are because you're scared of offending somebody. Because that keeps anyone from knowing who you are, and it keeps your tribe from finding you to come and do business with you. Funny little bit. Having fun. Y'all know I love the funnies. So I'm reading the paper, and there's a Dilbert cartoon in it. And this is going to offend a few people, but it's kind of funny. He goes up, Dilbert, I need you to wear this hazmat suit when you meet with Tina. Tina will also be wearing a hazmat suit. The suits will prevent you from trying to harass each other, and you won't be able to speak directly. A radio inside the suit will transmit your words to our human resource department. Human resources will scrub your sentences of any inappropriate content before delivery. Goes on with it. We're so messed up in this country, that's freaking hilarious. We have let, and yeah, okay, welcome to offense. We've let this hashtag #MeToo crap go to the point of being bizarre. Bizarre. And I've got plenty of opinions on it, and it's irrelevant. But you know what? He offended some people. He made me laugh. We know which group we sit on. This one's actually the reason I saved this, though. And this is where I wanted to go with today. And we'll see if I make any sense. Cute little Frank and Ernest are out here with their Olympic thing, and they're on their little bobsled deal. And they love to do play on words. Frank, a bobsled run is a lot like life. We start out with youthful energy running as fast as we can. Later, we have to steer through the curves that come at us. Then, if fortunate, we slow down in a smooth, controlled way and enjoy the golden days. But I think bobsledding is most like life, and that with both, we should never forget to simply enjoy the ride. Now here's where I will differ from that. That is so sweet. That is so beautiful. That is such shitty advice. You want to win the race? You want to win the race. You want to just hang out. You want to just say, I went there. Man, that's beautiful. You go, baby. I ain't talking to you. You want to win the race. You don't enjoy the damn ride. You win the ride. You fight the ride. You devour the ride. You're always looking forward. You're always fighting more. You're always pushing every split second of edge. Because here, he's going into an Olympic thing. And I know he's trying to do his little deal. I'm not running that. I don't fight with the guy. But in the point of this, it's the Olympic event. It's the race. When you're at this level, when you're at this extreme, when you're at this peak, are these things decided by who had the best heart, who had the neatest character, whose mama hugged them the most? They're decided by hundredths of a second. Tenths of a second is huge. Hundredths of a second. You slow down for half a second on your shot down that bobsled trail to enjoy the ride, you just lost more than a hundredth of a second. I watched a guy lose a downhill race. Better racer, by far better, known to be better, won many races over the guy that beat him. He lost because he ran 2 hours later and the wind picked up. The friggin' wind picked up. The guy that was expected to probably finish 10th, won because he went early and it was dead calm. Later in the day, supposedly the better time, as sun is gone and ice is formed, blah, 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 and the better ones are going, the wind picked up. Became like a 20-mile-an-hour pretty steady gust. And when everyone was coming off this one part, it was just a natural jump. It just was. And they're going in and the wind is catching them. Would you have noticed? No. Would I have noticed? No. Did it matter? No. Except that it cost them hundredths of a second. In the 1 second, it took them to go from boom. That wind cost them a couple hundredths of a second. That cost them a race. Now trust me, if I'm going down that hill, and I'm in that enjoy life moment, and I'm at that vacation, it's that time of day, I'm going to jump and let the wind catch me. I want to feel like I'm flying. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it. Who cares a little bit? But slow down and enjoy the ride. It's horrible advice. It's a stupid statement. What game are you in? And are you in it to win it or not? And by the way, if you're in the world of sales, if you're in the world of owning your own company, you're in this sucker to win it, baby. And that means, why did you go in today? What are you supposed to achieve today? What is your purpose today? What is your goal today? How do you get better? How do you trim half a second? How do you get one more call? How do you get one more presentation? How do you get one more sale? How do you get half a second better? Because you're in it to crush them all and to win it all and to be the absolute best. You don't need to kill that guy, you just need to beat him. And you beat him by being your absolute best every second, every day. By the way, you want to know a secret that I've learned from talking to some professional athletes over the years? When it's downtime, it's known and it's scheduled, and they have a great time and they relax huge. And some of them do things you're like, man, it ain't healthy for your body. It doesn't matter. This is the off week. This is the rest hour. It is scheduled in, and that's super. You know what they don't do? They don't worry about where they had time for a work-life balance at 2 in the afternoon. No, baby, 2 in the afternoon, you're making a living. And you schedule it. Heard a great little speech from great old Arnold Schwarzenegger the other day. And I won't go into the whole thing, but he had a really fun point. But he's sitting there talking to this group, and he's like, You have 24 hours in a day. There's not enough day. You've got to figure it out and you got to schedule it. He goes, 6 hours sleep is plenty of sleep. You get 6 hours sleep. You go to bed at 11 p.m., you get up at 5 a.m. Huge window to get a great workout in, to achieve so much before you ever start your work day. And somebody said, well, I need 8 hours sleep. And he looked down and goes, sleep faster. Sleep faster. Get it done in 6. 6 is enough. Sleep faster. Now that's scheduling your day. That's not wasting time. That's getting it and locking it up beautifully. I don't do that near as well. I need to listen to this myself. All right, that was it. Thank you for letting me go for a fun rant. I at least enjoyed it. Have a good day.